when you do technique on the spot, okay, and when you punch, all right, you can generate a certain amount of force. When you have the opportunity to step forward, whatever amount of force you have standing still, when you step forward, it should multiply, okay? Because you have now forward momentum. It doesn't make sense if you step forward, if your punch is X amount of force and you step forward, okay, it's still the same amount of force, okay? So then the training now is gonna be use the momentum to power up your punch. For this month, we'll do the same basics, but focusing on motion. So that means movement, okay? We call this Ido Keiko or movement training. Later when you do it, it's gonna look something like this. So you'll go to this stance and then 1, 2, 3. The drill looks simple, okay, but the point is not to just learn the kicking and punching, okay, it's to understand the body mechanics behind it first. We'll start off with just practicing the footwork, okay? Get on, barai. Yo! Oh, my tab. Hey! Let's not care about the hands first, we'll practice the footwork, okay? So you're simply gonna step forward. On my count, you're gonna step over, okay? So back leg, step over, front, front, okay? So let's try that, all right? Ready, forward, H. Hey! Now add in a bit more technical detail, all right? When you step forward, look at the mirror, okay? So you have the privilege of a mirror, so make use of it. Okay, look at the mirror. Make sure that your head don't bob up and down. So meaning, don't go up, down, up, and down. Okay, so try to keep in a straight line. How do you do that? Is by keeping your knees bent. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's try forward. Ready? H. A. Okay, the last detail, make your step faster by not necessarily pushing off with your back leg, okay, but relax your front leg more. Okay. So imagine somebody pushes you, right? And your front knee crumble. Okay, so you would fall like that. Okay, so from here, knee relax, you fall over, right? So make use of that and quickly step forward. Okay, for Ido Keiko practice, your back foot don't leave the ground. Okay, so try to have your feet firmly planted on the ground. Okay, so relax your front knee as you step forward. Ready? H. A. Now move to the upper body techniques, alright? When you do technique on the spot, okay, and when you punch, alright, you can generate a certain amount of force, alright? So whatever your force is up to you, how well you execute it, how much proper technique you use, okay? When you have the opportunity to step forward, whatever amount of force you have standing still, when you step forward, it should multiply because you have now forward momentum, okay? When we do movement practice, okay, you need to try to make use of the forward momentum to generate power, to add power to the punch, okay? It doesn't make sense if you step forward, if your punch is X amount of force and you step forward, okay, it's still the same amount of force, okay? So then the training now is gonna be use the momentum to power up your punch. So we're not gonna do the footwork yet, okay? We are simply gonna do this simple exercise, okay? Stand however you want, all right? So feet side by side. Have your left hand in front, all right? So your right fist, just keep it by your ribs, okay, just for standardized, make it simple, okay? You're gonna step forward with your right leg, and then you're gonna punch straight to the chest, okay? So again, face, shoulder, chest is lower. You need not go hard for this round. What I want you to feel is that you land your foot first. When you land your foot, there's a natural momentum, right, that transfers from your feet right up to your hips and right up to your shoulders, and eventually you punch, okay? So feel that, okay, as you make the punch. All right, so let's try that. Just slowly relax, try to feel the momentum. Ready? H. Okay, back, B. Okay, so now as you punch, put your weight more on the front leg, like what you did in your footwork just now. Ready? H. B. So now, as you throw the punch, okay, your opposite hand, which is your left, pull sharply towards the back. So when you pull this, your other shoulder want to go forward, okay? So you have a double action this way. Okay, ready? H. A. Okay, so additional detail, when you step, right? And when you punch, the moment where you punch, try to bring your hip closer to the ground. So that means you can do this, right? So this way, okay? San, Shay, go, Okay, good. By now you have an idea on how to marry your footwork to your hands, okay, for punching, okay? So on my count, step forward, punch, step forward, punch. So again, remember, land first and then transfer the momentum forward, okay? 3 counts, last count key already. H. Hey, step, go. Hey. Alright, so in Ido Keiko practice, there will be many different situations, okay? Or rather, many different ways of practicing. For today, you practice based on stepping first, and then you punch, okay? So this is no different if you want to push somebody, you don't push first and then you step, right? Okay, you step, you have a good grounding, and then you transfer the momentum from your feet to the hands and then you push, okay? But in the future, there will be practice where you punch first and then you step, okay? But today is not that focused yet, right?